I'm passionate about coffee. Its aroma alone is enough to inspire and uplift me. I'm embarking on a journey to discover and showcase the most unique coffee shops across America and the world. Along the way, I'll be engaging with a diverse mix of individuals, influential locals, celebrities, industry leaders, and people with unique experiences, gathering their wisdom and insights on success. I believe the real value lies in the process, the challenges of life's journey, not just the destination. To simply put it, it's all in the grind. What up, world? I want to thank you guys for tuning in to the very first edition of It's in the Grind. It's in the Grind is a show that where me, Sean West, your host, I travel across the country showcasing different coffee shops. You got your big chain like Starbucks, but no, I love Starbucks, but I love going around to the local shops that's in the community. I like talking to the superstars in the community. And when we say it's in the grind, we're talking about coffee, but we also talking about the grind in every day-to-day business. We want to know about the ins and outs of everyday tasks, the struggle, the grind, if you will. And today we have no one other than the great Rob Thompson.
Hello, I'm Rob Thompson. Thanks for having me on.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. This means a lot to me. So, first of all, I want to say that I love the gigs, man. This is a pretty cool shop. Funky, groovy. I love it. It's pretty cool. So tell me, man, how did you get into the coffee business?
Well, so the coffee business for me happened very organically. I was looking to get into coffee, but I love coffee. And daily coffee drinker. And I actually came down here to Seven Sages Theater. There was a coffee shop called Curtain Call Cafe, which I always thought was an odd name because curtain call is kind of the end, you know?
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
And I understand that because we're inside, we do serve as a concession stand for Seven Sages Theater when there's shows going on. I came down to ask them about putting on a show here, of which I was not qualified at the time, or they didn't know if I was or not. It turns out that they did invite me in, but I said when I walked in and talked about the show, I said, "What's up with the lame coffee shop y'all have downstairs?" And Mac was like, "Do you think you could do better?" I was like, "I'm sure I could do better than that." I made a few other comments. I was like, "What do you mean if I come in with rent next month, I can just move in and open the coffee shop?" He's like, "Maybe." Yeah. Then we went on to did that show, and then they said we're casting a small net to make offers for it was like for this coffee shop space, and so if you want to submit a business plan, I was like, oh, so I had to make up how to write a business plan, which I'd never done before, and gave it to them, and who knows if that was even close to what it was supposed to be, but enough that I was endeared to them. They even let me perform, like set me loose in the theater. It's been a real it's been a growing experience for me. I don't know, so it just happened naturally without occurrence, and it facilitated the creative work that I do on the stage and musically and artistically, as well as forming a good concession stand for them and being open, all the time too. And now it's become its own hub as well within the theater, and then bigger within the whole Five Points community as a hub of creative, fun place to be, and a lot of projects have come out of creative projects, from plays to bands to all kinds of things have washed out of here. Even some people's acting careers, I gave them their first acting job in one of my plays. They've gone, oh, could do this, and gone on to do bigger and better things, which is awesome to see. So it's not potentially, but just by that natural act of who I am and who the theater is, and that national magnetism, I guess, is we're on a real group of creative people. It's a really unique place. You know,
Cool.
I don't know how to tell anyone to do it. I don't think you can. It's like I wouldn't recommend my path to anyone, but it's done wonders for me. You know.
And Java Lords, gotta tell you, man, I love the name. How did you come up with the name?
Well, we made a list of about 200 names. We were just shooting back and forth, me and my original partner. Ideas, just even silly ideas, like, you know, it was, you know, Left Nut Crunch Coffee House, or leaky pudding bag coffee, Michael Jackson's light brown coffee. We were the same money. And then serious names too in there, you know, ones would be like Java Woods Coffee House, Euclid Avenue Coffee House, being neighborhood centric. Java Knot was actually my favorite, like Java Knots, like a cosmonaut, you know, N-A-U-T at the end, and having a little, it's like Lost in Space kind of bubble, the cartoon drawing of coffee beans, you know,
Yes.
making a little human figure.
Yeah.
That was the one I liked the most. John was on there, and we went over those names with Seven Stages and Del Hamilton, who was one of the founders of Seven Stages Theater. Like that, we all settled on Java Wars that way, kind of, and it's been fun. It's been hanging on. People affectionately refer to it as the Lords. Meet me at the Lords.
Yeah, the Lords.
Down the Lords.
Definitely got a ring to it.
Yeah.
And you've been in business for how long?
18 years.
18 years.
2000. Well, yeah, it was late in the year of 2005 when we started.
So you're doing something right.
So yeah, apparently somehow. Mainly it's just paying attention, being present, and
Yes, sir.
handling the things that you have to handle to keep going. And that's what Java Wars is, a nexus for that kind of stuff to be created. So it's a very unique coffee shop. We have the chance to be in the theater, and so we have a constant flow of people who are performing currently in the theater, people who are writing or working on shows, for further things. You know, people sitting here and write and open their meetings about stuff, and you know, it's launched bands, it's launched, basically we support the arts and try to do it try to communicate the idea that honest, open communication through art, through everything, and through each other, all the way, you know, the more people can do that, the better the world.
And you are the vocalist, right?
One of them, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you a lead vocalist?
Well, I see what in the group. Probably you can see that I sing a lot of songs. I pick a lot of. I'm the musical director.
Okay.
All right.
But honcho right there. Head honcho.
Oh yeah. From some perspectives, you know, some point of view. But people have also said one of my talents is getting together, you know, people, the group, and that just happens naturally. I want to grab and use people, you know, but use what they want, you know, use their abilities and things in the way that they want them used, and finding that niche, and then some, you know, you build some great things out of that.
So getting back to coffee, when I pulled up on you, I noticed you had a cup in your hand. So tell me, what's you drinking? You like straight sugar, no sugar?
I've actually been drinking a few things. So I started off with, we have a drink called a Lazarus cup. That's 6 shots of espresso. I also do all the coffee roasting, by the way. So 6 shots of espresso and 6 ounces of steamed half and half. I call it a Lazarus cup. So I do like 3 shots. I do a little cappuccino cup, like a triple cappuccino, kind of, and just 3 ounces of milk, and that's a little bit of sugar. That's my started off drink. But now I'm on the brewed coffee, and so I drink it. I generally drink it like the cup of coffee I'm going to drink with black with just a simple syrup kind of in it, and then we do a cold brew too, which it's good, but I just like hot coffee.
Yeah, me too, man. It can be 120 degrees outside. I'm gonna have hot coffee.
And then there's people who want the cold coffee, even when it's 32 degrees outside. You know?
Don't understood that one, but I gotta have my coffee hot.
James, the writer for Black Bubble Burlesque, he's a black iced coffee drinker, even in negative 10 degrees. He wants iced coffee.
So tell me, Rob, when customers come here, tell me what you want them to get out of the experience when it comes to Java.
Well, I like when people are surprised by it. In a sense that like it's not your Starbucks, the coffee shop. It's it's closed, it's small in here. We have a little courtyard, I want them to discover. I want them to discover good coffee and the community here. That's so that would be the answer.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, look. When I travel, the first thing I do, this is no cap, it's all true. The first thing I do, my wife gets me. She said I get over there. I found out. I pick up my phone. I want to look up the local coffee shop.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it for me, man. I love coffee. When I touch down, first thing I do, hey, where's the local coffee shop?
Right. And you got and hit a couple of them. You
Couple of them,
find
yeah.
the flavors that you like.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's really cool, and it is offering a good, probably a good dipstick for a community or an area. You know what I mean? Like, what is it like? That's almost the same thing I do. That and I can't find a place that sells weed.
Yeah. Hey, look. No knock to the big boys, big change, but hey, I love the feel of community.
Yeah, it's like finding out small, and like we've been described, because we do have alcohol as well. We've been described as you're that place that's a coffee shop, or a dive bar that's disguised as a coffee shop, right? And from a certain point of view.
Yeah, man. That's pretty much all I have for you, man.
All right.
I want to say thanks a lot. This means a lot to me, man. You're the very first.
That's an honor.
Stop.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
And I think that you'll of course you're going to find probably a lot of very unique coffee shops as you go out there. Probably as different as people and individuals are. Cool. So, and
And before we wrap things up, tell the people where they can look you guys up. Like where they can find you, like your social media.
Yeah. All right. Well, so you'll find. I'm Rob Thompson on Facebook. There's a Job Awards Facebook page. I'm not very good at keeping up on my multimedia. I'm trying to have someone who does that.
Gotcha.
But it's up there. You can get the flavor of it, and also the Black Bottle Burlesque. Has got a page now, and we'll have more information. That'll be on our social media stuff. We do have a website too, Job Awards HEL. I think it's just got like our menu on it, but I might get to where I'm posting more stuff on it. But the best way is to give us a call or just come into the shop, and it'll be what we're talking about in here probably.
Gotcha. And before we leave, I gotta taste something, right, guys? I gotta taste something. So in a few seconds, few minutes, I'm gonna taste something. See if the Jolly Lord stand up to the name. Okay?
All right.
So, good job.
So there we go. All right, a half-ass Laz from Job Awards. Well, thanks.
Thank you. It's pretty good, yo.
It's pretty damn good. That's the half-ass Laz. Combined, it would be a Lazarus stuff.
So I'm gonna be up for how long, yo?
Well, that's 3 shots of espresso, so okay, how does that go for you? I can go to sleep on espresso.
Yeah.
I drink a lot of coffee.
Okay, it's pretty good. All right. Peace. I'm standing here with the 7 Stage Committee, and we have standing next to me.
I'm Heidi S. Howard, hey. Dee Shimoleski.
I'm Rob Thompson.
All right. So Heidi, tell us, what do you do here?
What do I not do? From cleaning toilets to choosing all of the artistic things. I am the artistic director here at 7 Stages Theater, and we have been in existence standing on the Muskogee Creek land for over 45 years, creating a way in which people come together regardless of their differences. I was the education director. I showed up in '99 as a freelance artist, intern, to education director, to artistic director, and really it's just the communications among lots of different kind of people and the creative endeavors that we go on that has kept me here.
Nice.
And she was part of the like, kind of, bringing Java Lords in here too, and then talking about the community and stuff and our shows and everything. Like this is kind of the way that Java Lords and Seven Stages work together so well, is bringing a community of people together that are honest and true in their creations.
Yeah.
And this is Dee Dee, who's working with Black Overless. She's worked with Dracula and Seven Stages, among other things. And she found us here too, or whatever. We found each other somehow.
I worked in a coffee shop before, because John worked in there.
Yeah, when it was what coffee shop?
Cafe Curtain.
Oh, you worked at Cafe Curtain Hall, that Lane coffee shop?
I mean, way long time ago.
Well, that's when I came in and I saw it. I went upstairs and asked, what's the deal with the Lane coffee shop? And they were like, you can do better. I was like, I want to do Jesus Christ Superstar here.
And I said, coffee shop?
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like, I want to be a brain surgeon. Like, why don't you just do the ear, nose, and throat?
So Seven Stages is a performance venue. We have a main stage that seats around 200, and we have a black box space. We also have this art gallery, and people ask if we have 7 stages all the time. Not traditional stages, but we absolutely have found 7 or more performance areas within our community and space. And so that's looked like a lot of different things, from traditional theater to dance to music to film, etc.
All right, guys, that's the show for today. I want to thank you guys for watching. It's
All
all
in
in
the
the
grind.
grind. Thank you. Hey, thank you, guys.
like the shop.